Now we can edit our transport control, which of course are transport buttons. Our forward, our back, our stop, play, and record buttons. Now on the MPD32, we can configure the send transport control information in a variety of ways. We can do it MMC, which is the MIDI machine control. We can do MIDI machine control / MIDI. That means they're both at the same time. Or just MIDI or control. Now some applications like Reasons, like Go Live, like Cubase, and devices like the MPC 1000 or 5000 or MV. These programs and these devices have dedicated MMC control functions. And these will only respond to MMC messages. So generally I have to use MMC most of the time, because some of them won't take MIDI, some will. So the MMC, almost every single device will be controlled through MMC. While others may not have MCC functions or MMC functions, you can use the MIDI via the MIDI systems or suspect systems. That means I can use MIDI and it would say, okay, I'll talk to this machine through MIDI. Now, what you need to do is make sure that you know what your particular software or your hardware is using for a control change to happen between that and your MPD32. So obviously you need to read that manual and understand it totally. Now to get here for my transport edit, I'll just press any button here, as you can see there, and I got my MMC back, my forward, my stop, my play. And so I got a little thing going on here, which is controlling Reasons. Stop, and I can run it back to the top again. So this is controlling the Reasons software and the song inside of Reasons. I'm in Reasons, I'm in the preset. I'll press the pad button here. It says MMC back. I'll go to edit. And now you see it says set transport, set trans TRNS, and there it says transport. And we can have the transport. That's all we can actually set there, right? So I'll push the button in, and you can see here. This is pretty simple. We have here, we've got MMC, MIDI machine control, MIDI. We're just going to use MIDI to send out these control changes from the transport. That means it'll tell it to stop and play and record and stop and fast forward and back rewind. We can use both MMC and MIDI. And we have control change. We can use control, just direct control. The most popular is MMC, which is almost in everything these days. So MMC is the most popular thing I would use all the time when sending control changes out. Tap tempo button. So I'm going to hit the tap tempo button one time. I'm going to go ahead and edit. And now we see set tap tempo. Now, every time the preset is loaded, the BPM setting will be loaded automatically. So that means here, all we have is tap tempo. I can press this down. This setting right here, you see here, 118 is the default setting. So whenever I start doing something with my machine, it'll be 118. I can go to here, do that, and that'll be my new setting. So this will be the automatic tempo that will happen. Now to edit the default tempo, obviously, just press enter or edit right there. And then now you just select the tempo as I just did. And we'll see that come up. Let me press enter to keep it. Right? That's pretty simple. So page 1 is the tempo. And page 2 is the BPM. As you can see that, right? There's no change of tempo. All we're going to do is change the BPM right here. So we have 2 pages for our tap tempo change. That's pretty simple, and that's how it works. The global commands. These are commands that control the overall functions on several things on our MPD32. I'll press global. And here, our first one here is called kill MIDI. Now, sometimes you're playing an instrument and it keeps ringing, and you don't know why it's ringing. Well, this button here will help you to kill MIDI. It'll stop all notes off. And so kill MIDI allows you to send either an all notes off message on each MIDI channel or to reset all the controllers. So it does both. So you see here, I'll turn the knob here. We have this reset controllers, or we have kill the notes. If you press the button down, nothing else to do. So that means once we go here, we press that button, we press this enter, we kill the notes. We press there, we stop all the controllers. That way, in case something happens, you're doing a session, and all these notes are playing at once, you know what's going on, or they're sustaining too long, you can press it here, and it'll cut all notes. Here, it'll turn off all the controllers. And this resets everything. So it goes right back, it stops all the information from going out. And it's used to return the values, such as aftertouch and their default controls, back to the default settings.